Today is Monday, April 14th, and this is the most current Miles's monthly Monday memo. I haven't shared a memo with you for over a month. The last one was in early-ish March. Now here we are. It's April. It's been a time. I've been to London and back. I would love to tell you more about that adventure, but today I'm going to spend a few minutes closing a bit of a loop on Tiger Trials. That was what I shared with you last time, and this was the fundraiser for my kids' middle school, an amazing race-style game for families. We had about 60-40 families and teams who signed up with a connection to the middle school, and 40% just people from the community who wanted to come and play the game. They were all so spirited. The weather was so beautiful. I never know how a ticketed event for the public is going to turn out, especially when it's a world premiere program. People haven't heard of it. You've got to do the messaging and the marketing. Over 100 people turned out. We had a great fundraising effort for the school. And the team that came in first place featured a woman, Ms. Patterson, a beloved Spanish teacher at the middle school. This is her retirement year, and she got to go in a blaze of glory, earned fair and square. And she and her team were so stoked when they crossed the finish line first after only about 90 minutes, but we had all 20 teams cross the finish line before the 2.5-hour mark. But I'm going to crank it all the way back to the starting line because my favorite moment of the game happened out of sight, but was reported to me later by a couple monitors. When I do an amazing race game, and this is good intel in case you ever end up playing in the future, at the starting line, I ask each team to choose its fastest runner. The runners all line up on a starting line. The rest of the team is nearby. And I say, runners, when I tweet my electronic hygienic blowless whistle, you're going to run in that direction. There's manila envelopes laid out on the ground, one for every team. Those envelopes contain the start materials, a page of instructions, and a puzzle to solve. When I toot the whistle, run to your start kit, bring it back to your team, solve the puzzle, and you will learn what your next location is. However, in that direction, quite a distance further, there is one and only one fast forward. If you run for the fast forward and you get it, when you bring it back to your team, you can skip the starting line puzzle, proceeding directly to the second location. It's a big advantage if you can make the most of it. So what's fun is then the runners on the line are gesturing to their team, should I go for it? Because if you run for the fast forward and you don't get it, you have to come all the way back, go get that start kit, bring it back to your team. So there's a risk involved if you go for it and don't win it. So when I tooted the whistle, 16 teams went for the envelopes, 4 went for the fast forward. Pretty quickly, 2 of those teams figured out that they weren't going to win the fast forward, so they came back. Now we've got 2 runners charging towards my monitors, which are down the path on this beautiful Berkeley day, sitting under the adventure playground, if you know it. There's a big stop sign. I told the runners that's where the fast forward will be found. So 2 runners closing in on the fast forward, 1 faster, 1 slower. And even though I stressed time and again at the starting line how strongly I care about safety, the runner out in front took a tumble, hit the deck, and the runner behind closed in, reached the fast forward, and then said to the runner who was in front, here, you take it. You were going to get it if you hadn't fallen. And the reason I know that is the monitors who were on the bench with the fast forward were my children, aged 13 and 7, including the teen who goes to the school that this is a benefit for. And when they told that to me after all the cleanup and I was all sweaty and I was like, what happened to the fast forward? And they told me that story and I was like, man, when framed correctly and when invited in the spirit of community, games and gameplay bring out a side of people and a cooperative spirit even within a competitive framework that really shows why play is at its core a humanist trait and one of the best things about us. Sometimes how we are when we play is as good as we have to give of ourselves and to our community. It really moved me, and I wanted to share that with you. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. What's an act of sportsmanship or graciousness during a competitive game that you can recall? I really want to know.